Wine serves as a companion to celebrations. Kaya naman isang malaking selebrasyon para sa pinakapopular na wine ng bansa para sa kanilang ika-25th year. Pasko na naman! Panahon na naman ng mga salo-salo at selebrasyon ng tagumpay na nakamit natin sa taong ito, na mas nagiging espesyal kapag present sa hapag ang inuming humuli sa lasa at kiliti ng mga Pilipino. At nandito tayo ngayon sa Laguna sa mismong planta ng Pinoy wine na patuloy na pinagkakatiwalaan at tinatangkilik ng marami. Samahan niyo kung alamin ang sikreto sa likod ng tagumpay ng proudly local wine brand na ito for 25 years. At kung paano ito naging bahagi ng kulturang Pinoy, lalo na tuwing Pasko. Wow, happy 25 years,
Thank
Chris,
you,
to
Valerie.
Novellino.
Thank you for being here.
Wow, 25 years. I'm sure there were a lot of milestones and highlights. Alin dun yung pinaka-remarkable for you?
Well, from a humble 300 square meter warehouse, now we are in a very modern, several hectare modern winemaking facility. So we've come a long way since 1999.
So you grew up with the brand na, with your dad being very, very hands-on.
My dad was setting up the company starting 1999, and then I moved here around 2011, kind of like baptism by fire, and then now I'm running the company with my dad.
This is the first and, would I say the only local?
It's the only winery in the country, and I think with the new bottling line, it is the most modern and the biggest bottling line for winemaking, I think in all of Asia, possibly.
Wow! Excited na akong makita kung paano nga ba na-impluwensyahan ng brand na ito na maging wine drinking nation ang Pilipinas.
So the magic begins in right here, and all wine comes from
Grapes.
grape juice, right?
Yeah.
And if you taste those grapes, matamis ang grapes, right?
Yes.
But most wines in the market that you taste, masyadong mapakla, right? It's bitter, because wine is the fermentation of grape juice. It converts the sugar into alcohol. But ang Pinoy gusto niya matamis. And so what we have to do is innovate on the winemaking process. We want there to be some residual sugar from that grape juice, which all wine comes from. And so we have to separate the liquids from the solids. So that's why Novellino is sweet.
Bagay na bagay sa panlasa ng Pinoy na medyo matamis na manamis-namis. At dahil sa tagumpay na kanilang tinatamasa sa 2.5 dekada, lalo pa nilang pinaunlad ang kanilang facilities at mas pinahusay ang proseso ng paggawa ng wine.
All of our equipment you'll see in this winery is from Italy, including our fermentation tanks. And we make batches at a time. So we make 30,000 liters at a time. And then we measure it, we time it, because the yeast are converting the sugar into alcohol. Once we get to the right alcohol level and sweetness level, we have to arrest fermentation. We have to stop it from fermenting. And the way you do that is by separating the liquids from the solids.
Amazing! It's my first time to go to a winery.
Is it really?
At dahil state-of-the-art ang kanilang facility, automated na rin ang karamihan sa kanilang mga equipment with minimal human contact. There's a lot of process,
Yeah.
but everything was made more efficient now because of the modern technology.
Yeah, definitely. No matter what the technology, it's still the same process. And the most complicated machine, I would say, would be like this bottling line right here. This is the rinser, filler, capping, corker, monoblock. And this is super cool. We also built like an air filtration system on top there. We replace about 3,000 cubic feet of air every minute. So we change the air 5 times every minute in here. Because at this point, you're filling the bottle and then you're capping the bottle. So we don't want any contamination from when we fill the bottle to when we cap it. And nothing can happen here but pure wine.
Wow!
Yeah. And before that, actually, we put our microfilters right here. And the third mesh size for the microfilter is about 0.5 of a micron. So making sure there's no contamination, like quality control, nothing but pure liquid, and clean, sterile wine.
Hindi lang quality ng kanilang mga produkto ang kanilang binabantayan. Bahagi rin ng kanilang best practices in winemaking ang dedikasyon sa pangangalaga ng kalikasan.
We invest in all types of technologies. I would say the biggest and most innovative technology is like with our wastewater management. And this is like all about sustainability. So when you make wine, wine can be toxic, honestly. And most people have to pay someone to take that waste because you can't introduce it to water. And what we do is we innovated on using cocoa peats to take the waste, evaporate it, and then we can use that cocoa peat as fertilizer.
Oh, nice.
And that's something we're trying to share with the rest of the world because it's a much more efficient way to do it. And then also all this equipment here, about half of the energy or more is run on solar.
Why do you think it's important to have these sustainability practices?
Because we care about the future and we want to be around for the future, you know? We want to fulfill aspirations of everyone. And we have a very young population here in the Philippines. We have to make sure the air is clean and that the water is safe.
And now, oras na para tikman ang wine straight from the winery para mapagandaan na rin natin ang mga pagsasaluhan o ipangre-regalo this holiday season. Anong variants ang pwede nating abangan ngayong Pasko?
We have 17 different variants, one for everyone,
Wine for all Pinoys.
for every Filipino. Yes.
Congratulations, Chris!
Thank you so
on your
much.
25 years.
I appreciate it.
Chris, ano pang pwede nating abangan sa Novellino in the next 25 years and beyond?
That's a really great question. I can't answer it, specifically, but I know that we will continue to fulfill the aspirations of the Filipino people.
Nakatutuwang isipin na sa kabila ng tagumpay na tinatamasa, pinaiiral pa rin nila ang pusong Pinoy na may dedikasyon sa pagbibigay ng Filipino brand of excellence sa kanilang mga produkto nang may malasakit at pangangalaga sa kalikasan.
It's not just about producing more, it's like the way we produce more is in a way that's very efficient and has high standards. Christmas is around the corner and I want to invite all of you to celebrate with a special bottle of wine, Novellino, my one and only. Thank you guys and Merry Christmas.